Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading. Thank you for checking out the channel. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you guys today, so it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, awesome. If it doesn't, you can always check out another Gemini reading I have on the channel. That might make more sense to you, or if you happen to be born on a cusp, you can always check out your cusping sign as well. Sorry I was out last week. I was sick. I got some sort of respiratory infection. But I'm better this week. Still have a bit of a cough and I'm still a bit congested, but I have a drink, so hopefully I won't lose my voice or anything. But yeah, that's where I was at. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to do an energy check-in for you guys. For those who are new to the channel, what that means is I'm going to take a card from the Thoth tarot deck, these giant guys I'm shuffling at this very moment. We're going to get a card for this month, we're going to get a card for next month, and we're going to get a card for the transition and see what that energy is going to be like from getting from point A to B. Then we will get the Aleister Wonderland Oracle cards, and we'll get a little bit more insight for the energies and what might also be happening. Then we'll get the tarot out to get a little bit more in depth with details. We're going to be using the Welcome to Night Vale Tarot by Jessica Hayworth. And then we'll clarify with the Rider-Waite tarot. Whoop. Alright, that's the one. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. Put this here. So, first and foremost, for this month that we're in, we have the Princess of Discs. Can you see that okay? I think so. So, I feel like this past month, I'm getting specifically you kind of been in your zone with something, like you've been in the zone with something that I feel like is a little bit outside of your element, but you're really immersed in it and really enjoying it. I feel like it's bringing you a lot of prosperity and abundance, more emotionally than maybe physically, but it could be physical as well. You could potentially be thinking about starting a family or be in the middle of starting a family also. That's not for everybody, but she is pregnant here, so I'm picking up that as well. So that could be something that you're thinking about. Let's see about next month. Oh, wow, we go from the Princess of Discs to the Prince of Discs, huh? Uh-oh. Focus. Alright. That's still okay. So I feel like you just delve deeper into this thing that's supposedly outside of your element, but you feel really at peace with it. All these lilies on the side here are drawing me in. You can see look like peace lilies. There's also regular lilies as well. Something about that is really drawing me in. It feels very serene. I feel like you're really delving into something that is something that you normally wouldn't delve into, but you're feeling very at home with it. Okay, the transition. The Princess of Swords. I feel like a decision's being made. I feel like you're cutting away obstacles, you're going for something, you're going full, like, just going for the gusto. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get the Aleister Wonderland Oracle here to get a little bit more insight and more information. It's weird you got all court cards right here in the first bit of the reading. Alright. So, Gemini for this Princess of Discs this month that we're in. What else? Nope. Okay, these three. Alright, interesting. We have messages for Rabbit, service to the animal world. We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. And such a curious dream. grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. I think we're currently in the year of the tiger. And I might be wrong, but I think year of the rabbit's next. So I might not be wrong about this pregnancy. Messages for a rabbit could be that you are, in terms of Chinese zodiac that is, I think the year of the rabbit's coming up. You could be giving birth to a rabbit. Obviously not literally, but like, you know, zodiac rabbit. Otherwise it could be you're being more nurturing in general to energies, nature, things like that. Things that are surrounding you, I feel like you're maybe more immersed in that. I feel like with this, everyone is a little different. We're all mad. I feel like you're disconnecting yourself from the world around you because it's just a little too chaotic right now. Returning home. You're returning to a place of serenity and peace this month, or you have been, because there's so much hectic energy with people and energy surrounding you that you are just deciding, I'm not going to be part of that. That's not going to be something I focus on, because otherwise it's just going to be too much. So for next month, I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. Like I said, it does feel very much taking this and going full gusto into this, really immersing yourself even more. You can even see here, we're all mad here. You're taking this like chaotic energy with her holding the Cheshire cat here and looking like this. And then the cat is looking much more serene with this, much more accepting. And even she is looking more happy and accepting. It's almost like taking this chaotic energy, accepting it, and through accepting it, it's suddenly not so chaotic. What's happening for the transition? Princess of Swords. Alright, let's see. Okay. We have two cards. Never Jam Today, Promises That Never Come to Be, Empty Words, and Not Living in the Now. We also have the Right Direction, Learning to Create What You Desire. So, cutting away obstacles. Anything that doesn't serve you anymore, anything that's just not working for you, you cut them away and you create what it is you desire. That's what I'm getting with in tandem with this princess here. During the transitioning energy, you decide, you know, this isn't working for me anymore. Whatever it is, you just cut it away. Maybe it's even a way of thinking, again, with that chaotic energy. Once you accept the chaotic energy and just realize that everyone's different, not everyone's going to agree with things, accept that and move forward. Don't let it consume you, because otherwise it's going to be a very miserable life. Alright. So, for the month that we're in, for Gemini, what else? What is this? We have the Page of Cups. So I feel like you've been, again, working in an element that's not of your own. You've been doing, I feel like, research and maybe doing more, perhaps, grounding techniques, or maybe even meditations or something like that. It feels like you're doing something that's a little outside of your element, but you're really immersing yourself in this thing, whatever it is that you've been doing. It almost feels spiritual. So maybe it is, but maybe it's not. It'll make sense to you. We have the Two of Pentacles as well. I feel like I specifically am feeling like you're letting go. There was something that was holding you back and you were struggling with, but you decided to let that go and kind of just move forward after that. Again, it could be letting go of that chaotic energy and accepting it and moving forward with it. Let's see about this card right here. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. You move on. You move forward. Accepting that it's, it's not all exactly the same. We know what that is now, but let's focus on that later. For next month, we do have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. There is a striking clarity that happens, and the wheel begins to turn for you in a positive direction, I'm getting. Things start to flow. I think things start to make sense, I want to say. And it does feel, again, almost that serene feeling. What about this? We have the Knight of Cups. So, I feel like once you have this clarity and things start to work in your benefit, it's almost like you could start, maybe not necessarily for your benefit, things start working in a way that makes more sense to you. And when that happens, it's almost like you can give more of yourself, even to yourself, to people around you, to your tasks at hand. You could have been stuck. It could be that you're giving yourself more to your partner or your friends, your family, because you haven't been able to, but now you are with this new way of doing something. Interesting. Alright, what about this? Well, yeah, we already knew it was the King of Cups. Yeah. You're able to find balance. A really nice balance. I feel like, especially with, like, you could see he's got this, like, water kind of washing all over him. It's almost like, again, serene. It's like something just washes over you and it just feels pleasant. Taking, like, chaotic energy and turning it into something calmer. We do have the Hermit, so I feel like there's a lot of potential isolation here. There's a lot of thoughts going on, and it could be thoughts on how to go into a particular direction. Again, cutting away things, trying to figure out what it is you need to cut away. Let's see. For the Page of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords. So, I almost feel like you went head first into this immersion. Maybe you got an inkling about it towards the end of the month previous, which would be, I mean, these are timeless readings, so it doesn't necessarily have to be this, but at the time of recording, the previous month was September. It could be at the end of September you got an inkling about something, and so you, were interested in it, and you decided to just fully immerse yourself head first into this thing that's not quite in your element, and you try, I almost want to say you try to brute force it in a way that is in your element. Something that makes more sense to you. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah. You do end up letting go of that chaotic energy, and it fills you with, like, a lot more hope, a lot more peace, a lot more I feel like emotional stability. Let's see, this Eight of Cups. Look at that. We have the Strength card and the Five of Swords. So that is abandonment. You have the strength to move on from what you knew and to go into something that you didn't know. Something that's overall going to be better for you. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. What can we know about this? The Magician. Things do start to make sense. You do go into a flow. There is a flow happening here with this. It's like things start to become a bit easier. Even more, there's more understanding, and there's more of being able to kind of, I guess, manipulate this. I'm not saying manipulate in a bad way, just like, say for instance, if this is spiritual, like I was originally kind of thinking, then say for instance you decided to try a new religion or a new practice or something like that, and it was really weird and it wasn't necessarily in your element. It was something that you'd never heard or done before, but you decided to go for it. And it took a minute to like kind of figure it out, but once you started to figure it out, a flow became. And when I say manipulate, I mean like you were able to do your mantras better, your prayers, your meditation, whatever it is that you are getting into. It's an easier flow. Perhaps rituals, which rituals don't necessarily have to be a cult. It could be, even Christianity has rituals involved. Even if no one likes to acknowledge it or say that they're rituals, that is what it is. The Knight of Cups, let's see. We have the Five of Wands. You're able to give. This is Five of Wands. Oh, lead by example, maybe. We have the Ace of Swords. So I'm thinking that people, through your actions and through what you do, people who, in an energy you were in before maybe, this chaotic people disagreeing, things like that, by leading through example, it's almost like it opens their eyes almost, is what I'm getting from that. It's like leading by example. The King of Cups. The Moon. I feel like with this moon you're able to break through certain illusions that you maybe were able to be manipulated by before. Now you are not so clouded and blinded by it. You have that tranquility and that clear state of mind to not be manipulated by any illusions that might be trying to hang around. The Hermit. The Hermit. Let's see. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, going full gusto. Again, abandoning things that don't work you. Walking away from the things that don't serve you. And instead, going towards the right direction. You are learning and figuring out how to create what it is you desire. So, we do have underlying the Five of Cups, disappointment. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. The Two of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. I feel like this was your energy prior. I feel like you weren't happy with something. You were very down, upset. You were bending over backwards to try and fix things. But then you decided to make a decision to stand your ground, not really back down anymore, and just go for what's going to make you happiest and what's going to feel right to you. So this is the reading I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.